Hello there, welcome to the allotment. Been here, it's been a fabulously warm afternoon, been able to get quite a lot of jobs done, so lots of weeding, watering, hedge trimming, grass cutting, that type of thing, all quite mundane, but it's been so peaceful up here, it's been really enjoyable actually. But of course I'm here for the Allotment Dram, and for this I've tucked myself away just by the lovely red currant bush here, which I'll be picking those in another day or two, they'll be ready. But of course I am here for the Allotment Dram, and today I've picked a whisky which is a new whisky, and it's actually from a pretty new distillery as well. It's the Glasgow 1770 Triple Distilled, and it's release #1 of that. So literally this, we only got this bottle the other day, so you'll see literally done a review on the blog, and this, and that's it so far. So yeah, if you want more details then please look at the blog post. But what this is, you'll see, is 1770. You might think, well, that's quite an old distillery. You know, the dates here, the dates on the cap as well. You got 1770 there. So a lot of distilleries put the date that they were founded on, so you might be fooled. It's a little bit naughty of them, that's my personal view, but what it actually refers to is the first ever distillery that was founded in Glasgow, whisky distillery, and that's the Dundas Hill distillery, and that was founded in 1770. So what they've been inspired by, the founders, was this first distillery, Dundas Hill, and the fact that they produced an unpeated, they produced a peated, and they produced a triple distilled. So they found in the records that they produced all of these things. So they've done likewise, and this triple distilled is actually the third bottling in the series of coursing, what's called the signature range. And they were actually they started production in February 2015, so all of these whiskies are quite young. But I quite like that idea that they've sought inspiration from there, even though it is maybe a bit naughty that they've put that old date on the thing, and people might be slightly fooled by it. But the first one was the unpeated, then they released the peated, they were both last year, and then this triple distilled was released literally just a couple of weeks ago, so we grabbed the bottle as soon as we could. And as you'll see, it's a lovely sort of light golden colour. It's been matured in, it's 46%, and it's been matured in the virgin oak, American oak cask actually, for its full life. So you know, it looks absolutely sort of fabulous. It's got a bit of a sort of glint in its eye, and you know, really sort of clear. Then you've got the nose. You've got this really sort of expressive nose, you know, very youthful, as you may expect, but lots of sort of confected sort of things, like confected fruits, you know, boiled sweets, you know, candy floss, marshmallow, this type of thing. And it's just then comes this sort of big wave of sort of warming spices, sort of woody baking spice, you know, so slightly peppery. Let's have a taste. Wow, you certainly get a lot going on there straight away. First of all comes this sweetness again. It's this, you know, they came up with it in the blog post, but this like fairground sweetness. So you've got like the candy floss, marshmallow, sort of, you know, candy canes. You've got like a toffee apple, something like this. And then comes this sort of wave of sort of these woody, like toasted oak, baking spice, and also this lovely sort of warming, like almost like a gingerbread sort of style. And then there's a third sort of almost like fresh fruit. So you've got this crisp green apple, like really crisp hard apple, and fresh apricots. There's no getting away from this. It's really fresh, juicy apricots. so vibrant. It's got such a sort of a warmth, but this sort of lovely, sort of fresh, youthful sort of nature to it. Really nice. It's a bit sort of, it's like, you know, football analogy, game of two halves. You get all the sweetness, then you get all this woodiness, but then you get this fabulous. They kind of marry together really well in the finish, and it's just such a promising whiskey. Actually, you know, we always like trying whiskies from new distilleries to see what they're about, but this is just absolutely delicious. So yeah, I urge you to try this. We're looking forward. You know, we've not tried the other two, so we're looking forward to that. And yeah, so that's really about it. That's what I wanted to talk to you today about. That's the 1770 Glasgow 1770 Triple Distilled Release No.1. And yeah, I mean, they only make this in, you know, triple distilled. They only do for about a month every year, so I guess that's why it's release No.1, and then, you know, maybe another year there'll be release No.2, 3, so on. But yeah, I urge you to search this out, and we certainly look forward to trying the other two whiskies from there. So from me and the 1770 Triple Distilled, have a good evening. Speak to you again soon. Cheers.